My name Sokkung. I am a program manager for water sector governance with WaterAid in Cambodia. If we look back to the past in terms of when they bring the concept about how to accelerate the sanitation in Cambodia, they justly set up the National Technical Working Group for Rural Water Supply and Sanitation that is leading by the Ministry of Rural Development and with involvement from the development partner like the World Bank, UNICEF, and also the other international NGO like the U Plan and WaterAid, and also some NGO as the member. And the platform is the operating aim to bring the people to work together to share the commitment and planning to deliver the national strategic action plan for rural water and sanitation and hygiene. And up to the recently, there are so many national sector coordination platform that have been operating. The first one we call the same technical working group for rural water and sanitation, and also another one national food security, waste, health and nutrition, and another one like they call the subgroup for rural sanitation, subgroup for rural water supply, and also subgroup for menstrual hygiene. So this is all a platform that operating in national level that can bring the government and non-government sector actor to work together. From the government side, they have a Ministry of Rural Development, Ministry of Industrial, Scientific and Technology, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Health, and Ministry of Water Resource Management and Meteorology, and also Ministry of Education, who are involved in the water and sanitation hygiene sector. And another NGO like you mentioned in terms of agenda for change member like the CARE International and some NGO, we could see the some opportunity or challenging in terms of multi-stakeholder collaboration or joint sector review is still not really good enough, that we need to have a space for future improvement that ensure that all relevant stakeholders should be harmonization way of working and share more commitment and joint collaboration to deliver the national strategic action plan for water supply, sanitation, and hygiene. And the recently the platform that are operating the same way that Agenda for Change is operating, we call the Sanitation and Water for All, that we call SWA. And in Cambodia, the Ministry of Rural Development is the lead agency and have contribute and as the coordination of actor that include UNICEF, WaterAid, Plan International, Tax Act 1001, and also the Ministry of Economic and Finance that is also joined in that to achieve the commitment that government in Cambodia commit with SWA. Based on the study and also from the report that World Bank did in 2019, we could see the sector collaboration play a very important role to bring the key sector actor to share the commitment and contribute to accelerate the water and sanitation coverage in Cambodia. The way that work well is the government really actively the technical working group, especially at the national level, that they have the ritually monthly uh, technical working group meeting, and also every 3-month technical working group meeting, and also the share contribution from the development partner, international NGO, local NGO, and also private sector and government to contribute the financial to implement the national action plan, and also the review and develop the national action plan. And another one in terms of the national policy guideline and regulation review and update and dissemination, that good progress, and also some related to the capacity development, because when we're talking about the capacity development, it is the ongoing work that we cannot work just only the 1 year or 2 year, but it is the continued effort that we need to build along the way of the life of the program of the strategy. And I think the one good progress and went well also in terms of the sector leader commitment. The first one in terms of joint sector collaboration, and based on almost 10 years that I work in Cambodia context, it is very hard to find the best practice or good practice that demonstrate the joint sector review between the inter-ministry platform that can work closely and work together. And based on the budget allocation by the government still limited, and lack of very huge amount of the investment that required from the government, from the development partner, and from the private sector to ensure the most marginalized people and last mile can reach the service. And the third one related to the capacity development. As I mentioned, it needs to build more in terms of both management and leadership skill, and also the technical skill, especially for the subnational government authority, that they still limited capacity to fulfill the role and responsibility to deliver the water and sanitation service. And the four related to the knowledge management and information sharing. However, in terms of evidence-based influencing or evidence-based to inform decision making is still the problem that we need to improve. However, many organizations, they work the same area, but bring the best practice and also good example to the sector, and then we can learn as a whole sector. For example, the way that work as a system thinking, or way also promote the social accountability or empowerment. Lack of evidence, what is the proof evidence that we can use the system strengthening to play a very important role. So that's why the knowledge management and sector learning around the system strengthening and also social accountability and empowerment is still the area that we need to improve. To me, personally, and also as the organization, we are very excited to have a multi-stakeholder collaboration, and I hope the agenda for change platform is the one platform that can contribute with to build the existing sector collaboration, and also can connect and align with the SWA platform, that we can share the best practice, we can share the commitment, and also join the effort to ensure everyone can work as a system thinking, and also mobilize more the resource to put more investment on the water and sanitation sector. And I hope the best practice and also the knowledge that we learn from this sector coordination will be informed and tell to the sector leader, especially the decision maker and also political leader that can take the information to support the decision and how to improve the service and get more investment on the water and sanitation sector. Thank you.